What is up, guys? Hey, Jerry Green here. I want to share something today with y'all that I see so many people struggling with that are trying to get into the virtual acquisition side of things, especially the virtual wholesale side is really obviously something that we're seeing more and more of, especially with the technology and everything today. And guys, and also just a huge time savings on this. So, I mean, let's think about this a little bit. So when we're looking at things, comparing things, so we look at going in the field here to meet the seller. So we're looking at meeting the seller, okay, in person and versus doing it virtually, okay? So, you know, and we start breaking this down. I mean, you think about this. First of all, meeting the seller on things, obviously you can do that, there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, guys, you know, we have to look at some of the issues. I mean, with that, one, it's very time consuming. Now, obviously it can be a big benefit to that, but it creates more time. You go on appointments, you know, especially some of you that might be in a really big market. I mean, you know, places like Los Angeles or something like that. I mean, you guys could be half a day going on one appointment or more time than that. So you can spend a huge amount of time just driving there and stuff like that. Another thing that I see is the delay factor, okay? So there's a delay. What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of times I'm working with a client right now. Let's say I'm on the phone with them and I've built that relationship with them and pretty well ready to go, but all of a sudden I'm in a position where I say, I'm gonna meet with you next Tuesday. Well, you know, today's Thursday and I'm going to meet with you next Tuesday. Well, something could happen within that period of time there. One, someone else could come in and get the deal. Something could happen to the seller. They could get sick, something like that. Anything could happen. And then it delays things till you don't know when. So you could turn around and have that delay. So also what I want to put on here is basically the chance to loss of deals, okay? Because you don't act quick enough, okay? So loss of deals there. So like these are some of the things you'll see. Now there's some benefits to it, but I'm trying to really look at it and say, you know, what is comparison to doing it virtually? And so just these things alone here make a difference. And another thing too I want you to think about too is when you meet a seller in person, it is really tough to go back and renegotiate on that deal. Now, I'm not saying should renegotiate all your deals, but if you're in a position, I'm out there and I shake your hand and say, hey, great, they're gonna come back to you and say, well, you were here and you looked at it. So it makes it really, I just look at it's tougher when it comes to renegotiating, okay? So let's say tougher to renegotiate the deal, okay? So, because it's in a position where you've already seen it and they're going to hold that more over your head on things, okay? So we just look at virtual side of things here, guys, and we'll look at some of the perks on this. And one of the things, compare these here real quick, but one of the things I want to share with you guys that's really important that I think keeps people going from this here habit to here. Okay, one of the big things that I want to really make sure that everybody understands, the biggest reason people don't go over on this is really more than anything else is the mindset that you create for yourself. It's the mindset. Because you're in a position where you think you have to go out on every appointment, and really it's nothing more than your own mindset holding you back. So big thing, and make sure you note that down. So time, do we save time here? Virtually, absolutely. So we save on time, okay? So we create speed here, which is really important a lot of times in our business, okay? Delays, so we reduce delays, okay? So we're able to reduce the delay process on things, on maybe getting a deal in the works. Loss of deals, we're gonna see that reduced as well. Why? Because we can act now versus later, okay? So it kind of ties in with the delay too, but you'll have a reduction in the loss of deals. It allows you to jump in and control that deal right now and get into the driver's seat. And the other side of things too, it actually gives you more power here. So I'm just going to put in power to renegotiate these deals. That actually gives you more power. And you think, well, how does it give you more power? Because you're already setting it up and they understand that you're not going to be out there looking at it, and you actually have to get an inspection. You have to be able to go back and review that inspection, and there's a very good chance that something might come up on the inspection that they didn't cover with you over the phone, and next thing you know, you have a renegotiation type situation. So guys, remember that, okay? So a lot of power into this here. So I hope this helps you understanding a little bit of difference between in-person appointments, meeting the seller, versus doing things virtually. And remember, the number one thing is your mindset. You have to overcome that. That's the biggest limiting factor till you start doing things virtually, and then look at the other benefits as well. So we'll talk to you all later. Hope this helps. Guys, this is extremely powerful if you work it. Talk to you later.